and welcome back to War in the Pacific Admirals Edition. And we're here on June 21, 1943, and we will be unloading there at Gazmata and today. Oh no, dud. That's a bummer. Okay, so that's unfortunate, but it's part of the process of the what we have to go through as allies still, I guess. We can't seem to get our torpedoes figured out. All right, so we're unloading here. Take a little bit of casualties here. Let's see how our unloading does. Ooh, we lose a whole squad here. Anyway, that's unfortunate. But yeah, and that was a lot of disabled devices too. I'm content with sitting here recovering, bombarding here at Gazmata for a chunk of time, waiting for the Rabal invasion to occur. And yeah. Okay, well, be nice if we hit that I-162. Yeah, this is just harassment at this point. It's not good. All right. Okay, so let's see what we got here. All right, he found our light AA regiment that's going down the road here toward this base here. And that's unfortunate. He's even bombing low, although we are in move mode. Maybe that's why we're not doing anything to him. And then follow up Lily. No, this is a different hex altogether. Okay, so that's what is it? Oh, hitting the ground troops there. And he's coming back with some Helens. Yeah, still at 8,000. It's heavy rain. We are moving though. Maybe that's why we took extreme damage there. That's unfortunate. We don't we don't cause any direct casualties here, and he hits the runway 18 times with essentially 500-pound bombs. Actually, a little bit more. And that's at 12,000 feet. That's what it is. He bumped up his elevation because of our flag, but at least maybe the damage will be more minimized at that um, with those changes. Yeah, there won't be a lot coming from me because, ooh, yeah, those Wellingtons. I almost pulled them out, but I wanted to keep them in the fray because I think they're withdrawing, and I wanted to get them into a base that can withdraw and um, put the aircraft in pools. In any case, that would be nice if that hit was real. All right, so he's going to try to push us out of here. And that's what I think happened. I think he was bombing our troops, but we formed up. And so his bombers went to find something else, and that's how our an aircraft unit got hit. Um, but we might not hold here. He's got essentially 4 divisions, so see how we do. 2-1, we do hold. We cause enough casualties to probably hold for a few more days. If he kicks us out of here, we've got another line of defense there. All right, he's doing a deliberate attack here. I've got a bunch of stuff scattered out here. Some of these are extremely depleted. I wouldn't mind if they just got destroyed, but let's go. All right, 1-2 after the adjustments. Let's go down here and see how we did. Wow, that's a lot of disabled. He's gonna, to repair all that, he's gonna have to spend a lot of time and supply. And we lost a third of that, but still, we're gonna have to spend a lot of supply to rebuild. That's unfortunate. And I was kind of hoping some of our stuff would be wiped out. But so you can see here, he's got pretty good. He's got us on AV, but we've got more to unload, and I will be bombarding, shore bombarding. Plus, I've got plenty of bombers. We can just bomb him such that he can't really do anything while we're still unloading. So Talisea, Kavieng, that's good. So we got some upgrades going, some important ones. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, this is what I was just commenting about. These two transport squadrons just arrived on the scene. Now they can outfit 25 also, just like the ones we got yesterday. But these are already ready to go with um, 10 aircraft, 10 pilots. I'll probably put them on training and for a bit because the biggest thing, I know you don't need high numbers here, but the biggest thing, I guess this is okay. We've got almost 50. So we'll probably be okay. But I do want to outfit more pilots and more aircraft when we can, of course. But putting these into operation here, flying cargo missions, that's going to be very important, very useful. The other thing, while I'm here, let's just take a look real quick at our losses since I'm here. We lost 0 of everything, although we had nothing really going either. One uh, ops loss for the Japanese. What was it? A Tojo. Okay, that's worth it. Okay, I'm gonna move forward. Let's just check real fast if anything new is here. Didn't really want to take any time here. All right, be right back. Hey, we're back. June 22, 1943. That sounds like a famous date. So it's 2 years removed from Barbarossa. And we're still unloading there at Gizmata. Okay, that's interesting that he would, maybe he was hoping I wasn't patrolling Wake because he has no cover for this. We're just firing our machine guns at it. Yeah, that should do it. All right. We're going to have to go replenish our ammunition. 3 torpedo hits. And that goes down. I don't know how many, pardon me. I don't know how many he fired, but 3 hits. So that's probably, I'm going to guess like, maybe even 6 to 8. I don't know. Hmm. Uh, could have had two sunk ships. Instead, I have 0. All right, it looks like severe storms. I'm not sure if we're gonna fly today, but we're supposed to bomb Pegu. So he found our troops up here. I flipped him into move mode because I thought that he would not bomb way up there. Alright, let's see if we can get some flak in here. Pardon me. Well, 8 damaged. Okay, so we were supposed to bombard here, so I'm glad we set up aircraft to hit. Why didn't our ships bombard? I don't know. But we are bombing because I didn't know the status of our troops, if they would be damaged enough from the offloading that they would be susceptible to an attack. I don't think they would have been, no matter what. I think we would have did some serious damage to him if he came in. But I thought it wouldn't hurt to just soften him up. And for us attacking him in the future, might be worthwhile. Alright, it looks like we did fly even with severe storms. And in fact are getting some supply hits as well. Okay, so I'm spreading out, hitting some bases here, some cities. Well, severe storms, that's going to mess that rate up. This is important because he has a lot of resources being produced here. So let's see how we do here. 18 resource hits. I don't know how many, what that multiplier is on the damage, but it's a start. it looks like he's got some busy flak there at Gasmata, which implies he has supply also. All right, so thought I saw some. It's almost as if he spotted us up here. No, that's us spotting. I don't even know. We'll find out. I'm trying to figure out if he's spotting us there in the and I can't think of the name of the waterway right here, the Banda Sea or Banda. I'm not sure if he spotted us there trying to supply our Dutch Catalina base. All right, he is bombing us here, and I think he meant to before, but we had formed up, and I think that messed up his bombing designations. In any case. Okay, so he didn't even 3-1. He didn't even give his troops the chance to recover. He took a lot of casualties. We did as well. I'm moving in. I don't know how long it'll take, but I'm hoping it takes us only 2 days and we get here tomorrow. Because he's pushing hard. Alright, in his bombardment attack at Wuchang, he actually lost a gun. Now, well, that's subject to fog of war. Alright, now he's the one at 0, and we have 26. We've unloaded a lot more. That looks to be it. Okay, got some merchant ships here. Alright, the Shark K. Let's send it out on patrol. Get some action here. Okay, he's flying over Changsha Recon, it looks like. And we got a lot of grounding stuff, crashes. We'll take a look at our losses shortly. This is what I was worried about, is him spotting us over there, because now he may turn this into a bombing target, and I didn't want that. Okay. So we got, let's see, Tarawa. So we got another sub we can activate. Okay, here's the Langley for those of you who are interested in the first American carrier. Um, is now a seaplane tender. It's at Perth. It has been upgraded and it will go back north, to be determined. Probably Darwin to start with, and then we'll push it forward as needed. And we got the Honolulu. Anyway, we got a few ships coming back out at Sydney after repairs and refits. Munda, I know I don't need these fortifications, but they're so quick and easy to build when you have all those engineers sitting there. So I thought I would just max it out quick and go from there. We have. All right, we need to get rid of this air unit because it's definitely not worth 12 PP to keep there in the game. I think it's this squadron here. Anyway, so we supposedly sank this Matsumoto Maru, and also over a year ago, this cargo ship, and we got these reinforcements. What this Canadian squadron? I'm trying to get some more Canadian air units into the fray because I can buy them out, and I did. And we'll go ahead and push those forward into the front lines as well. Okay. Oh, I just want to look at the summary real quick. So we lost 6, he lost 1. That's not a great ratio, especially because of the flak. Mavis, okay. We did lose a couple of these bullfighters flying in low, strafing, and we lost a Blenheim 5. That's not good. But yeah, we lost a few smattering units. Did we lose any crew? Yeah. Maybe the flat crews got destroyed, but that's unfortunate. This is worth 2 points. It's probably a worthwhile investment to try to push that forward there at Wake, but we sank it. One less tanker for him. And, whoops. Okay. All right. I'm not seeing anything else or nothing standing out to me. Okay, let us go to where it's hot. Um, all right. Okay. Well, it's hot over here. I'm not, I'm gonna skip some of these things. There's nothing. If there's nothing to report, I don't want to waste your time. We still have like several things sitting here, and but it's probably like non-combatants. Uh, but but it looks like maybe we got a bunch of stuff yet to come, and yeah, a lot of stuff actually. Guns. Anyway, so yeah, still unloading quite a bit, I guess. But we are in a position now we can hold our own if he attacks us. So I'm going to call off our bombers. But what happened was we told our battleships to bombard. And so what they did was, it was frustrating. I don't understand. These things don't always work, but I could have moved them manually and then sent them into bombard. But here's the thing, if you look at the distance here, it's 8. And Well, they can't move 8, so I should have thought ahead. But I told them to bombard. Well, guess what they did? They moved 1 hex to here. So I thought, oh, that means they're now in position to make a rush and bombard. And guess what? Then they moved only 1 more hex. So I'm not really sure about that, but that's okay. We'll bombard here anyway, but we can call off our bombers unless we want to just hit them for fun, whatever. But we don't really need them, and we certainly don't need to lose low flying aircraft for no benefit. So yeah, this is being invested, and Rabal is next, and we're working on getting troops on ships actually to head there very soon. And this got spotted. I'm okay with that because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have to turn off some. We're just overloaded already. I'm trying to get headquarters here, but I want to basically, I was thinking I could just stand these guys down for now anyway and fly the P-38 escort patrol. I like to do this because then um, I can have longer time in the air basically. So we're flying out here 6 X's out to cover I'm just going to cover the base, not the ship. Because that way, if when the ship leaves, we could still cover it. And I'm gonna zero that out. And I like to go 15,000. Um, do I need these? Yeah, I'll do it. But okay, so we're covering that. And the reason I put these night fighters here is because I was nervous that he doesn't have any bombers to threaten me in this area. And I was nervous that he might have bombers, like, for example, see this? We found him. This is where he's flying from, and I'm going to bomb that. I'm going to find maybe some, well, that's 11. I could bomb with these B-25s. Anyway, I got to reorganize my aircraft. But if we bomb this base, make him remove his aircraft, or we can maybe destroy some. But anyway, carrying on. Um, yeah, I just wanted to supply this. I'm not sure. We have a sea tender here with supplies on it. I'm not sure how active the aircraft are when this boat is sitting here, or if we have to have supplies on the base. For some reason, and it might just be my own head, it feels like these aircraft, even though they're being tendered, cannot fly without native supply in the hex. Okay, up to Burma. We have the 5th Indian Division arriving tomorrow, unpacking, and then we will march this way and try to just take this hex, and then we can have this river as our defensive line. And I say defensive line because he still has a bunch of troops here, 80K, 65,000, and I don't know how many are in here. We're not really reconning this. And then he has 20,000 here. So what I'll probably do is leave brigades here because what we have here is 12. And I think that's strong enough to hold the line, especially for fortified. This is not ideal. We're not replenishing this, but anyway. All right, moving east, well, into China. Um, Yeah, why did I not move that? So he's going to be one turn later. He'll be in there this turn. And he's going to be in the wrong mode, op mode, but hopefully he doesn't take too much damage. But that's crazy how much damage he took assaulting this. Um, hmm. Yeah, I don't know if this is the right call, but we're moving in. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna take a second to look here because we have time. Um, all right, we have a lot of 43 squads. So I am going to let these two upgrade. And maybe we can get 400. Maybe we can get 800 Chinese 43 squads. If we look here, infantry, um, Chinese infantry squad 43 is 514. Was it just infantry 111? So, or if they're rifle squads 512, I think they're just infantry squads is what these are. No, these are rifle. So these are 512 and these are also 512. So really this isn't a huge upgrade. Unless there's more to it than, oops. Unless there's more to it than I'm understanding. Let's take a look again. So, Chinese infantry squad 43, 514, and 512. Okay. So it's a tiny upgrade. It's not even that much. But hey, if you think about it this a different way, it's 1/6 upgrade. So it's basically 17% upgrade on damage dealt. So I guess, yeah, I guess it's worth it. I mean, um, and then 45 is still not that great. But anyway, I guess we'll take every little bit we can. I just wanted to look at one other thing because the Japanese, I'm going to guess, let's guess he has 43 squads. 520. Okay. I guess that's that. All right. Well, and we should be, let's look at this. Let's just get out of there. I thought he wouldn't bomb us, sliding this far north, but he did, and we'll just do our thing. I think we're okay. I'm leaving my artillery here, my Indian artillery, because then we can be flexible and move it up this road or down to Sion, maybe even down here. So there is that, and then we have an aircraft here, and then our small or light AA is on its way to Puchang. Um, yeah, we definitely lost a gun. We'll have to replace it. And then, other than that, we have a 56th Heavy that's going to Sion that is on the road. We'll rail it to here, and then we'll march it up, and it'll take several weeks, but we'll get there. Anyway, thanks for joining me. I think that pretty much does it. I will show you. This is one that I could buy out, and I did, and I will push it forward, possibly on a base, just flying ASW. It has decent range, not the best, but I was thinking I might even upgrade it to the GRV because this has even better range. Um, if we look here, we have, well, barely, but also has radar. Does our yeah, it has radar and more bombs and heavier bombs. So it gives us some flexibility. We could also do an aggressive bombing campaign like land or airfield, whatever, even naval. And so, yeah, I'll be upgrading it. But I just wanted to get some of these Canadian aircraft that are just sitting way back here at home doing nothing. I wanted to put them on ships and get them out and get them active. So there you have it. Um, talk to you later. See you next time when we talk about June 23. Take care, everyone. Bye.